If you don't feel intensity, a challenge, hardness during your workout, you're not gonna get anything from it because you're working in your comfort zone. And to get stronger, you gotta push out of it. Morning folks, or afternoon or evening or whatever time it is for you. For me it is morning. I just finished up with 2 clients. It is 9:30 and I'm just having my morning breakfast smoothie, which I will put a recipe to up here, just a link to it. It is a chocolate avocado collagen delicious smoothie, and I put a cup of strawberries in if you are wanting to make it exactly how I made it. Anyways, if you are new, welcome. My name is Danny and I am a kinesiologist, and essentially what I do for a living is I am a personal trainer and boot camp instructor, and I put a special emphasis on movement optimization and just moving more efficiently and getting the most out of your exercise. I always say form first, repetitions, speed, and resistance second. You can always build on that. But anyways, if you are returning, welcome back. I am going to show you a super legit chest and back workout just momentarily, but I thought I would just check in with my morning breakfast and kind of talk about food beforehand. So this breakfast, being that it is high protein, healthy fats in there, and some carbs, it'll take a little bit longer to digest. So I'm not going to do my workout for about 2 to 3 hours after I have this, so that it is digested and the blood to my gut does not need to divert to my muscles, so that I can fully digest it, and then my muscles can then get the blood they need to work nice and hard and get a good pump and get a great workout on. So without further ado, we're gonna pop in to the workout. All right, so you are joining me in my fancy gym at home. I am just kind of in the midst of setting it up, but I've got some equipment here. So I'm going to do this workout obviously at home. You probably will want to do this workout at a gym unless you have a few pieces of equipment, the TRX, some dumbbells, and a band. So how the workout is going to go is we're going to start off with a warm-up. I will walk you through each step of the warm-up and each step of the workout. We've got three circuits and 3 exercises per circuit. That's kind of my style. I like the number 3, 1, 2, 3. But anyways, each circuit is going to have a chest exercise, a back exercise, and then a core / back or chest exercise, because we could all use to work our core a little bit more, because that is the foundation to all of our movements. Each circuit we're going to want to do 3 sets of. You're going to aim to do that. Ideally, you don't want your workout to be super long, you know, over an hour. So if you feel like you're pushing that, try and just do 2 sets, and then the next time you do the workout, you can do 3 sets. So we're going to start off with a warm-up. So for the first exercise or first warm-up exercise, we're going to start off with this sequence of exercises called EGOSCUE. It's a great way of warming up your shoulder girdle. So that's what we're gonna do, because we want all of our rotator cuff muscles and our shoulder blades, our scapulae working in unison. So the first movement, there's 3 movements of it that I'm gonna do. I think there's like 5, but we're just doing 3 of them, the first 3. So first we're starting off, nice strong stance. So feet are fairly narrow, hip width apart, toes are parallel forwards. Then we're gonna bring our arms out in line with the shoulders. We're just gonna tuck the tips of our fingers. So it's like that. You're gonna tuck them, thumbs pointing forward, shoulders pinned back and down, chin slightly tucked, and we're gonna go for 40 circles forward and then 40 circles backwards. So I'm just gonna crank through these, and then I'll show you the next of the 3 EGOSCUE movements. So I'm doing the backwards movement now. It's key to keep your arms nice and straight. What I see a lot of is this movement, and then you're not warming up your shoulder at all. So keep it tight. It's like you're pulling your knuckles away from you, like this way towards the wall as you go through. The backwards movement or motion or circles, whatever you want to call them, are more challenging. So that's where you really got to focus on really good form. as you go through, keeping your shoulders pinned back, arms nice and straight, core nice and solid, knees bent, because most people go here and do something funky. We don't want that. We want to be nice and specific. As I said in the beginning, form first, everything else second. Now we're going to do elbow touches. So you're going to take your knuckles, you're going to keep them in that kind of clenched position. I think it's called golfer's hand or something. Thumbs pointing down. If you watch the video, you'll know what it's called. Knuckles above your ears. Then you're gonna open them nice and wide. So you're clenching your shoulder blades together, and then you're gonna squeeze in, touch elbows. If you can't touch, that's okay. It means you have a tight back, but try to, if you can, touch every time. We're gonna go for 20 touches, and then we'll go to the next warm-up move. So if your shoulders are not burning already, then you're not doing it right, and you gotta engage a little bit more. So on to the next warm-up movement, we're going to use the TRX. So the next warm-up exercise is actually going to be just an easier version of the first exercise or second exercise, one of the exercises in the first circuit. So we're gonna do TRX rows. Now when you're doing a warm-up version, you wanna do a version that you're not really fatiguing on, and you're just focusing on the muscles that you want to be activating. So with the rows, we wanna be focusing on our back. Now the beauty of using a TRX is that you can adjust the intensity of it based on how diagonal or horizontal you are. So the more diagonal or the more horizontal, the more resistance. So I'm gonna start fairly high up and then row from here. We're going to do palms facing inwards. So up, engage the back, keep the chest nice and lifted, squeezing the shoulder blades. So you don't want to come to here, you want to keep it nice and tight, pulling the chest up towards the anchor point, knees slightly bent, looking at that anchor point and lifting the chest. Nice, proud chest. And we're going to do about 12 repetitions here. Again, they're not challenging, maybe a tiny bit, but for the most part, you're just activating. All right, the last warm-up exercise is going to be push-ups on, we're gonna do push-ups on my windowsill. So as I said with the last exercise, you want a warm-up to be fairly easy. So for me, challenging version of push-ups is either on my toes and then I transition to my knees. So my knees are still challenging, so I wanna back off on the intensity for a warm-up. So for you, if you're at home, you can elevate yourself on something, your hands, to make it less challenging. So it could be a countertop, it could be a couch, it could be a bench at the gym, it could be a Bosu ball. I'm going to use this because that's all I've got. I don't have a bench yet. I'm actually picking one up on Thursday. So setting up, chest is lifted on your knees, and then lowering towards, pressing back up. Leading with your breastbone, or like I say the nipple line, towards the corner of whatever you're pushing up towards, for lack of better words. So down and back up. Again, focusing on the muscles you want to be activating. So right now, I want to be activating my chest. So I'm driving through my thumbs as I press myself back up, keeping my chin and neck ideally in neutral. I'll find out when I look at the video if it actually is. Getting nice and toasty. And I'm warm. So now that you've seen the warm-up, we're going to go into the first circuit, circuit numero uno. We've got 3 exercises. Number 1 is going to be TRX rows. We're going for 12 to 15 reps. I'll put all of this in on the screen when I'm doing it. Then we're gonna do push-ups. You're gonna do your most challenging version of push-ups, and then you're going to transition to a less challenging version if you need to get to 12 to 15 repetitions. And then we're going to end off with side plank rotations to activate the back. I'll show you that last one and we'll crank through them. So I'm just gonna put my tunes in because I work so much better when I got some good music. Now next, we're going to do side plank rotations. Now you want to start in the side plank that you know you can hold for about 30 to 45 seconds. So I'm gonna try on the sides of my feet, but I may transition into what I call a kickstand side plank, which is essentially like so. So what you're going to do, hand behind the ears, you're going to take your elbow to your hand below and pull it back up, focusing on that pull up to squeeze your shoulder blades together so that you activate your back. So this is core and back and shoulders, mainly back and core. So I've done my first set. I'm gonna crank through one more set and then I'm gonna take you through circuit number 2. I'm just gonna do 2 sets of each today. We're going to go into circuit number 2 and we're gonna start that off with bent over rows, hands pronated or palms facing behind you. So we're gonna do a drop set as well, which means I'm gonna start off with a heavy weight and I'll fatigue before my 12 repetitions. Or actually I have written down 15 to 20 repetitions. So I'll fatigue before that and I'll drop the weight as many times as I need to crank out those 15 to 20 repetitions. So you want to start, I'm not sure yet, I think you can see this here. So setting the shoulders down and back, chest lifted forward. Then you're going to hinge at the hips, maintaining a nice straight back, chin tucked. And then we're pulling the elbows up and back down. So think about leading with the elbows as you come up and down. I'm gonna fatigue pretty quick with this weight. I'm gonna say that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to 15-pound dumbbells, same setup, chest forward, down, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right, so exercise number 1, done. Now we're going to do a drop set of a dumbbell chest press. I'm going to do them on the floor. So a little bit less range of motion because when you're laying on a bench, your arms can go to here. When you're on the floor is gonna stop you. So you'll just be going elbow about in line with your back because the floor is right there. So it's a little bit safer when you're going with heavier weights and you don't have someone to spot you. At the same time, you still have a heavy weight over you. So do a safe weight, a weight that you feel safe with, because yeah, you don't ever want to hurt yourself. You're working out to get fit and healthier, not to get injured. So we're gonna go through that. All right, so I have my weights here beside me. Crank them up, hold your core nice and tight as you roll back, arms straight up. This is where you're nice and strong with locked arms, palms turned inwards. Then to set up, pin your shoulder blades underneath, kind of tuck them into your back pockets, as people like to say. Hold the core nice and tight. We're gonna turn it that our palms are facing towards our knees. And then deep breath in, lower down, tap, elbows right back up. Tap, 2, tap, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe on the up phase, that's why I'm counting. 9, because counting causes you to breathe. We're talking. 12, 20. So much for a drop. I'm gonna stop at 20 reps and sit it up. So I'm gonna take you into the next exercise. Starting in a high plank, you're going to lower down, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. Oh, and that's how you work hard. You gotta challenge yourself. Okay, so it is the last circuit, circuit number 3. We're gonna finish off with some bands. You want like a medium band. This is medium to heavy. So anyways, I'm gonna use this. We're going to start off with horizontal band pulls. Now, for any standing exercise, you want a strong stance. You don't wanna be lazy and loosey-goosey. You wanna be strong. So knees slightly bent, feet about hip width apart, core tight, a little bit of a lumbar curvature, which is neutral, no hips super tucked, also no overarching. So once you find that nice strong position, then we're gonna grab the band a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and then we're gonna focus on squeezing the shoulder blades as we pull the backs of our hands outwards. So we're going for 20 of these. This is number 4, and I'm just gonna crank through these. As you can see, they got really challenging, but I was really trying to focus on not bouncing my whole body, but keeping it tight and focusing and isolating the muscles that I want to use rather than using a bunch of extra muscles to facilitate the movement. That's not what you want to do. So next what we're going to do is tricep extensions, horizontal ones with the band. We're going to do one arm at a time. So we're going to bring the arm in, push it out for 12. Now I'm just going to go through these really quick. Oh, that's hard. Now, if you are a gangster and got strong ass shoulders, because it's a lot of shoulder work just to hold your arms up, if you are, go straight into the other side. As you can see by the grimace look on my face, I was done there. So let's reset, arms straight out, bring the other arm in, and press it out. You're just moving the forearm, keeping your shoulder blades pinned, and focusing on the tricep, the back right now of my left arm. I don't have a count, so I'm gonna go for 4 more. 1, 2, holy goddamn, 3, 4. It's like almost a burn, and it like makes your lips quiver. Next exercise, we're going to go for 21s. I thank Sir Arnold Schwarzenegger for it. So step on the band with any leg. Now for 21s, we're gonna do 7 repetitions of bicep curls in different ranges of motion. Make sure you got even tension on each hand if you're using a band. Then that strong setup, so knees slightly bent, chest lifted. Then the ranges of motion, we're gonna do bottom to middle, so here, that range. Then we're going to go middle to top, so here, for 7. And then we're gonna do full range of motion for 7. So I'm gonna start bottom to middle, go middle to top, and finish full range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, full range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more set. All right, that's it. That's all for the workout. If you would like the full written out workout, I'm gonna put it up on my blog. So just go to the link in the description box below. And if you like the video, if you like the workout, pop it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like my videos and that maybe I should do more of them. If you have suggestions or comments or questions, leave those down below or hit me up on my IG. I'll just put my handle up here. And yeah, I just hope you enjoyed the workout. If you have any questions, as I said, let me know, ask them to me. This is my thing, is movement and also modifying exercises so that they are accessible to everyone. Now, that is it, that's all folks. I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. Bye.